Hello everyone. In this video, I will show you my experience as a learner to solve a problem of SQL in Leetcode.com. So before we start solve problem, this problem is about basic aggregation functions, and the type of problem is easy, and the name of this problem is project employees 1, and the number is 1075. Before we start write the query, we have to identify, we have to read, we have to understand the questions and the information of the problem. So in this information we have two tables, project and employee, and each table have their informations. So the first table is project. There are two columns, project ID and employee ID, and the type of if each column is integer. If we take a look on these informations, say that project ID and employee ID is the primary key of this table, and employee ID is a foreign key to employee table. Each row of this table indicates that the employee with employee ID is working on the project with project ID, and the other tables, employee, the information tells us about employee ID is the primary key of this table, and its guarantee that experience years is not null. Each row of this table contains information about one employee, and in table employee there are three columns: employee ID, name, and experience years, and the type of each columns is integer, name, varchar or string, and integer. The question is, write an SQL query that reports the average experience years of all the employees for each project. Round the result to 2 digits, and then return the result table in any order. After we read the information of problem project employees 1, we know that there is a similarity column as a primary key. Then we knew that employee ID in project table and employee ID in employee table. So because we have two tables here, what we have to do is we should join these two tables. Alright, if we scroll down, so yeah, if we can see this is a complete view of the project table and employee table. Project ID, there are several numbers, and employee ID, there are several numbers too. And then the employee table, there are employee ID, name, and experience years of each employee. And then the expected output that we have to show or we have to display in our result is like this: project ID and average years. If we read the explanation of the output, the average experience years for the first project is 3 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 3, and the result is 2. And for the second project is 3 plus 1 divided by 2, and the result is 2.5. So if we take a look to the first project, there are three numbers: 3, 2, and 1. These numbers is indicate the employee ID. 3, 2, 1, the employee ID that have work for the project, for the same project. And then the 3 is the 3 number is the sum of the employee ID that work the same project. Okay. Okay, we can, let's start try to write the query. Oh, I forget. So before we start write the query, there are 3 points that we have to do in our query to make a query easier. So the first order is we have to join two tables, project table and employee table, and then we have to calculate the average years of employee for each contest, and then we have to group by the result by the project ID. The first one is we have to join these two tables. Select from okay, let's try. Okay. Okay, so this is the complete view of these two tables. They are project ID, employee ID, name, and experience years. And then the second one is we have to calculate the average years of employee for each contest. If we look at this information, we have to calculate the average of experience years. So we can write this: average of experience years, average as average years. Alright, let's try. Okay, 2.2. We can add the project ID. And then we group by project ID. Okay, accepted. So we have done this to order, and then read again, round the result to 2 digits or decimal places. So we have to round 2, and then we can specify the project ID of the project, and then the experience as experience. So if we take a look, okay, the result is done, accepted. But if we submit, how's the result? Let's try. Still loading. Okay, let me refresh. Let's try again, and then submit. Okay, accepted. So the result is same, and then the query is just like this. Okay, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry if there is still some mistake, because I'm still learning about SQL too. So yeah, thank you and goodbye.